garden is amazing.
It is.
I would
So where
love
is-
to buy tomatoes from you.
Where is this? Where is, do you have some properties on it?
It's by Paris Place.
We're
It's
live on the,
Franklin Township.
what is the time? 6:12, starting the meeting at 6:12. Beech Grove Greenscape Commission meeting, calling to order at 6:12. Roll call. I'm Kelsey Beal,
Liz Lamping?
Brenda Wilson.
Jessica Umbright.
and on the phone, Zach.
This is Zach Root with Metric Environmental.
All right, it worked.
Hey, Zach.
Hello.
Crystal Bray should be on her way, hopefully in the next few minutes. And, guest recognition, that would be Zach. Zach is serving as like a manager for the tree inventory project and IRA grant projects. So, we will review the May and June minutes that we got here. And I'm probably gonna just approve it.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't here, so I
Oh, yeah, June.
wasn't here May or June. This is July, right?
This is July, yes.
I went and looked at the video, and Zach speaks so softly. Zach, you speak so softly that I couldn't hear most of what he was saying, and it wouldn't subscribe or transcript. So
Okay.
I got what I could.
Okay.
Here's June, if you want to take a brief.
He's right on a microphone today. So.
Yeah. Yeah, this was so long ago. I'm sure it's fine.
I went back through my notes too, whatever I could get off of the video, the audio recording.
I have got plant stuff in my hair, in my clothes, everywhere.
May. I don't want to force it upon you.
Well, you've just got logos everywhere, logos.
Trying.
Just forcing my
Oh.
paper. Good. Good note.
I'll make a motion to approve of May and June. Just give me 1 second.
Second.
Great. Approved. Okay, tree inventory. Zach, do you have any progress updates or?
I spoke with Evan last week. I wasn't sure if he was going to get the information and the data this week. You guys don't have a contract for that, and if they had a date that they said they were going to deliver everything, did they?
I do not have anything. That would be somebody at the city of Beech Grove, so maybe mayor's
Okay.
office or clerk's office, but.
Yeah, I could reach out. I'll reach out to Evan first, and then to
Yeah.
the mayor. So we do have, it looks like 1,244 trees.
Wow. Hey, and an extra
We
pen.
don't know how many planting sites yet. He said he was still working on that, and that is what I submitted with the end of the year, biannual
Oh, you
report
did
last
submit
month.
that. Yes, thank you for doing that.
Do we get the trees?
So we did
before
that
the
for
grant?
for the IRA grant. I think that's all I have. I'm gonna try to get Evan to get me the information by the end of this week.
Okay.
But I will CC you guys on any emails.
Okay, and that, when you say information, is that the full finished report or just like a link to the maps, or? I'm just curious to see any of it, really.
I would like it to be all, but we'll see about at least getting the data at first.
Okay,
So then I could bring it in on my end as well, and then we could plot it and see where things are.
and he had said is it Tree Keeper, I think, online?
I can't remember what they use.
Something like that. He said there would be one login and password, and that it would be read-only, so that people can log in and see it, but not mess with the data.
That's right.
So
Yes.
hopefully you would share that login with I would assume that would go to, well, the city would own it, but hopefully we'll all have access to it, because I want to see the maps.
Yeah.
did you see the email that we got from someone asking if we all wanted to be,
Yes, that was
Included-
from Zach.
that was from Zach, okay, sorry, Zach.
Yeah, that was for me. I wasn't sure if the mayor wanted all the back and forth or not. It sounds like he doesn't. Trust me. So. Nice.
Yeah, if you want to copy Greenscape Commission, it doesn't have to be every single thing, but just to keep us in the loop.
Yeah, definitely.
And then after we get the report is when we'll look at the data and start talking about what kind of projects we want to do, or basically where we want to plant trees and work on ordering and all of that stuff.
So the tree
Yes.
inventory will determine what trees we get. You said we're gonna, 1,244.
No, what trees, where to plant trees, what trees we have is inventory.
Right,
in the
right,
city.
but I thought part of that was to determine, so we didn't get the same trees, we wanted to have a diversity of trees.
Yes,
Okay,
we
okay,
have not, I mean, that'll be the next project for planting.
okay, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha, thank you. Thank you for
Hopefully
clarifying.
that'll be sometime 2026,
Okay.
possibly spring,
Gotcha, thank you.
but definitely by fall of 2026. Fall is a good time to be planting anyway,
Gotcha.
because it
thank you.
saves you a summer of not having super hot time to water.
Yeah.
And so I wrote reimbursement process, probably in the wrong, this should probably be on number 5, IRA grant, but I just want to be, I would like to familiarize myself more with that, just to help the city keep track of how to get our reimbursements from these DNR projects.
Yeah, let me know if you need any help with that. If you need help reaching out to Jacob or
Sure.
Madeline, I believe, as well.
I know
With
the
IDNR.
information is buried in emails, and I just haven't looked at it in a very long time, so.
Yeah, I would like to have myself and you guys get any information DNR needs, get that to, I believe it's Samantha Stratton, correct?
Yes.
If we could get all the tree information, all the stuff that DNR needs as far as that stuff goes to her, and then she can directly submit things to DNR, I feel like that would be easier, because I don't know the nuts and bolts of the, account numbers and all
Yeah.
that. I'm sure we have to be hidden from that stuff as well.
Right. So reimbursement, future projects, like I said, once we get the inventory report done, we'll all look at it together and with Zach's help and, come find some spots to plant trees and make a species list. We'll have to do the ordering, well in advance from the state nursery, which they'll be kind of smaller trees, they won't be gigantic things. And then we can plan the planting projects with, probably get some volunteers involved. I would like to find somebody from DPW, somebody from Parks to maybe join us and make it a good community involved thing. So we're looking at 2026 for that. And then also with that, we can think about tree tags or flyers or how to get the word out. We might also want to think of a way to present this tree inventory to the public as like, what is a tree inventory, and here's what we did, and here's the data. That could be a good thing to do at Green in the Grove next spring. And things that we have printed for that's community engagement, that we can get reimbursement.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's just tricky to organize because the city has to pay for it first and it's documented, but then we wouldn't get reimbursed, so
Yeah.
we just have to plan ahead is all.
Maybe the schools, or do we think the schools might be interested in helping with something like that, with the planting and all that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know the high school has a good FFA program they were just talking about touting. Anybody have anything else for tree inventory and or IRA grants? That's kind of all tied together, so. Okay. Moving on, I have some new logo options.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, the big one in the middle is the one that I like the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the tree has a little more detail.
Yeah.
I like the
Looks more like a
blue
tree.
background, but it is nice and simple, so it can be
Yeah.
printed in black and white easily, and
Yeah.
it matches the city logo and all of that. I sent this to the mayor's office today. He said he was gonna share it with the graphic designer that did the city logo, just to make sure
Sure.
everything's, kosher on that front, but, yeah, if anybody feels strongly about one or the other.
Yes, this one right here.
The
right
one
That's
at
here.
what
the
I
top.
think.
That one.
I don't know if it's just because it's big, but no, I think it's just because it's
Alright.
good.
Group favorite.
Yeah.
Good deal. I just heard the door, so maybe that's Crystal. Tree City USA, we'll file that in November or December. I'm really just keeping that on there as a reminder. No, it's later
Oh, I
this
know,
year.
I
I'm
know,
just
but no,
keeping it on
it'll be honest before we know it.
there. And then, round table. So this meeting agenda format, is what the city would like us to use.
Yeah, that's good.
If anybody, if I'm ever not here or whatever,
Okay.
it's just a Word document from the mayor's office. Just in time to wrap it up.
Just in time for roundtable discussion. It's all yours.
Yeah.
Is that sewer water?
Oh, that's
It looks like
just
stuff we
awesome.
just cleaned up.
This morning's smoothie looks healthy.
Looks like stuff we just cleaned up from the garden center.
It's delicious sewer water. Somebody did say it looked like baby poop. I remember that.
Well, it does look like CJ. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Circling back real quick to tree inventory, well, and kind of what our future inventory is gonna be, is the states, or is the nursery's inventory good in fall? Or as long as we put our order in to secure what we want, it'll be good? Cause I think we
Yeah.
missed this past year's, or we got in late, and
Yeah, the longer you wait, the less options
fewer.
you have, so,
Okay.
but they will take, they would take orders for this fall right now, or next
Oh.
fall right now.
Yeah.
Because they have to grow stuff, so, as soon as we can make some decisions. Actually, since by this time next month, for our next meeting, hopefully the report would be done. I mean, I can get on the state nursery website and maybe print out a species list.
see
We
what
can
we're
start
low.
talking about species list. I don't think it'll be a huge array of species because they have to be, hardy for street uses and, planting strips and this and that, but, we can start to narrow it down because if we see that we want a lot of, first thing that comes to my mind is black gum, Nyssa sylvatica, because it's not enormous. It's like small to medium size, and it can take drought, it can take salt.
Good.
It can take, it's like my parking lot go-to tree, and it's got a beautiful fall color, so it's just like a really good
Good.
one. But I also don't wanna just plant black gums.
Right, because we talked about that diversity. You don't
Yeah,
wanna-
we need
urban
diversity,
forest.
but, they're getting super popular, cause they just
Okay,
grow they can handle the stress, so.
good. How about the shade? They have a pretty decent shade for it,
They're not huge trees,
Okay.
they're, but they will provide shade, yeah. So, and we'll just have to see what kind of spaces are on
that's,
the balance, so.
can you space them closer together? If we need,
So to answer your question, yeah, if we could we might wanna divide it into a spring planting and do a few of them just to get something going, and then do more in the fall. Maybe like spring might be volunteer planting, and we do like 10,
Yeah.
And then have like a,
Take it easy on
a watering
ourselves, yeah.
program over the summer, yeah, you know,
Okay.
and then maybe in the fall, because we can use, like we could hire a landscape contractor and then get reimbursed for that as part, you know.
Yeah.
We can look into that, it just would take planning, if we were gonna plant 50, you know.
Yeah.
That's a lot to do with
Yeah, right,
volunteers and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but.
it's a long day.
Mhm. Or we might just look at it and break it up into 5 planting projects and, except the DNR trees do come in, oh no, that's the saplings, I was gonna say bundles of 100. If you get bigger trees, you
Oh,
get
okay.
like singles.
Do they have a replacement program, so if something doesn't survive?
I doubt it.
That's what I was thinking too, probably not.
So.
Okay.
But they are super cheap from the state nursery.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else, anybody?
I'm tired, sweaty, and dirty.
Yeah. All right, our next meeting is scheduled for August 19th, 2025, 6 PM at City Hall. And then this is the link to watch all of our meetings if you are interested
Oh,
in
good.
watching
I
yourself
should-
on camera.
I
You
should
can
go
do
back
it.
and do- I should go back and watch.
All right. Meeting adjourned.
Yes.
What time is it?
All those in
Oh.
favor? Aye.
Oh, yes.
Aye.
6:28.
Good, good. Sorry about missing it, but I guess I could have made the one before, because I was working Tuesdays. I picked